How's it going, everybody? It's your boy PowerMind Scripto back here with another live stream. How is everybody doing on this lovely Friday? I hope everyone is having a great day. So, let's get into it. I'm just going to try to finish off this on Roller Coin, and then we will go over some profitability, maybe an AMA, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll find out some information. I just finished, Chump Change is still live as I am streaming this, and they were going over some really kind of freaky, weird stuff about AI. It was interesting, but kind of weird. But, hey, it is what it is. Pretty informative. Well, I would say interesting. That'd be the better word for it. But yeah, we're gonna see about what we can do. Oh shoot, there we go. Hopefully we could still beat this. There it is. Maybe. Dang it. So we're gonna go over some profitability, as yesterday there were some changes with some coins that made GPU mining profitable. I'm pretty sure I was hearing people talk about like how Conflux, I'm pretty sure was the coin, how it was doing really well in the markets, and it was actually being profitable with some of the higher electricity rates for some people. So we'll see what happens. We'll do some math. Once we get this done, as some of you know, some of you don't know probably, this is called Roller Coin. It's a game where you actually mine crypto in a game. So you can get paid out in Bitcoin and all those currencies. So it's actually pretty cool. What's up, Rud? How's it going? Dang it. Welcome in, bud. Welcome in, everybody that's coming in. The person who first showed me or didn't show me it, but kind of had a picture of it and everything, is Gaming with Smokey Dan and the Misfit Discord. And then I kind of found out what the game was, and I'm into gaming, so sure enough, I was like, okay, I'm definitely interested. And after playing it for the first day, I was like, I'm addicted. This was a bad idea. So, in the chat, does anyone have any certain things they want to go over in the stream today? Any maybe things that we should look into, maybe that could be interesting, maybe things that you have been seeing that may be kind of surprising? There's a move. I heard Conflux was one of the coins. I mean, I did get, as some of you may know, my main rig was actually down for a while. I just didn't have enough power supply, so I ordered a power supply. I was able to receive that yesterday, so we got her installed on a stream yesterday. Didn't do too much on the stream, just kind of got installed, did some overclocks, and got it running. And then we got it running, and I got her overclocked, and she works. I'm doing 130 souls on Flux, so I know it's not a lot for 9 GPUs, but hey, it's still 33 cents a day. But that's it right now, right? It could pump, it could dump, it could moon, it could not go ballistic. So while we're waiting for that, we'll go through. So my 3070 Ti, it's been working very hard. I'm mining Raven here and there. It's actually been getting to be, I think, less and less as it goes. But we're still making, oh wow. Oh, so it's this day. 10, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13. Yeah, this day we did good. But hey, I don't really mind. Hey, it works. It's doing, it could be doing better. I think this thing has been running for 9 days. So yeah, every week I'm making about 67 Raven on this. I know I could definitely be doing more, but hey, it is what it's gonna be. Shoot, wrong thing. Wrong thing. Again. So how's everybody doing? Gotta check something here that I just gotta ding about. Alright. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah, I guess we could go in and have a peek at. I think coin market cap. There we go. Um. Alright. What are we looking at here? Alright, let's look at the watch list. Raven did have a nice little pump. Where is the chart? But, yeah. I definitely have a ooh. Dogecoin? Why is it? Why is that only 11 cents? Wasn't Doge almost at $1 one point? Oh, yeah. That's why people have L3 pluses running. So, yeah, if anyone has questions or anything, ask away. So, yeah. So, here... Oh, actually, MuCoin. That's something I wanted to check. Because somebody said that it was up. Meow. Meow coin. Ah. Oh, wow, it is actually up. How much do I have? Oh. Never mind. I ain't checking that. I think it's around 5K. I think I have around 5,000. Oh, 70 cents. Damn. Now if you had 5 million. Let's just say 1,000,000. Damn. If you had 1,000,000, you'd be kind of banking. But I guess that means a lot of... Oh, no. Why did I do that? That was bad. I flinching up. Woolly, Flea, RBN, Raven. There we go. Yeah, coin. Oh yeah, 5,600. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's dry and it absorbs, or it's frozen. Either one. That's my assumption. Do 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 do. So yeah, I'm just trying to get these done, because if I get these done again, I can pretty much get another one of those ASICs. I like ASICs. Oh shoot. Let me... There it is. Now it's working. It wasn't wanting to cooperate for a minute. Nice. Actually, I'd actually like to see... I'm trying to think what the best GPU calculator is that has most coins, because I have a 470. Really? Meow coin is the better thing to be mining? Really now? Hmm. I mean, I guess I'm making 17 cents compared to... But in some ways, I would rather mine Flux, because I have a feeling... It's just like this. I could be making a lot more mining Conflux than Raven, but to me, Raven can do a little bit more than that, I have a feeling. Like, that can 10x. Not bad. If Raven 10x's in the next year, I think a lot of people would be happy. Probably extremely happy. I mean, if Raven hit 50 cents, I have like $1,000 worth, so. And then to some people that's not a lot, but all that's been mine. And I also have traded some into other coins to use, so like I put 250 Raven into this game just for the fun of it. I've also spent Raven over time using it, converting it into other cryptos to use for like fun and different stuff like that. So you could almost call my Raven stash my fun stash. So yeah, I wish you could still mine Raven on 4 gig cards, but hey, times change, things happen. You know, that's why I can't mine Raven anymore on 4 gigs. But you know what? My 4 gig rig still does wonders. And you know what? If it ain't mining something that's very profitable that I know somewhat, then it's gonna be used for a lot of it. I'll probably use. Oh, goodness, press the red button. Come on. A lot of it I would like to take and almost. I don't know what the 100% word is, but use it in a way that it helps. So, like, my Raven is my stash that actually I can profit off of. And then my other stash, it can now. Oh, it can be mined, red? You're saying that Raven can be mined on 4 gigs now? I haven't tested it, but I know it wasn't able to a while ago. Cause this, I may have to do that. Huh. Do I leave it the way it is? Oh, Team Red, that's the one I use. So then I guess I could. Hmm. Alright, well, let's do some stuff here. Alright, overclocks. Save as flux. We'll just refresh, make sure that's saved. Okay, that looks right. Beautiful. Hmm. Hmm. Wait a minute, though. I have a way of figuring that out. If I do this on Raven, yeah, it can't. According to Wooly Pooly, it can't. What cards are you running? Red? Yeah, yeah. So that's a 470 with Hynex. I have a 480. Alright. A 470 and a 480 would realistically be the same, right? Okay. Would a 470 and a 480 be the same if I clock them the same? I would think so. These two here, the XFX and the Azus are small cards. They're small frame, that's why they're the tiny, or hash amount. But I'm thinking I could probably pump a couple more mega hash out of that other one. Actually, maybe I'll just leave it. I mean, it's running roughly the same. That 474 gig, though. Okay, it isn't? Okay, never mind. That 474 gig, or 480, that's running pretty damn good. Even though it is pulling quite a bit of wattage, but... Oh well. I don't really want to overclock it too much because that's the hottest running card I own. It'll be fine though. Simple. Just in one night, I did 2,500 accepted shares. Damn. That's not bad. Yeah. Well, someone did kind of give me a hand and help me get my clocks somewhat right. That was what my problem was with the other PSUs is I was running on Raven. That's why I'm kind of don't want to run my 4 rigs on Raven. And I mean, my 3070 on Raven isn't too bad. I mean, I am kind of cooking the GPU. I mean, it's definitely cooler than it was earlier. It's at the temp 6888C on the mem. Yeah, it was way hotter the other day, but luckily the window's open. But I'm pulling about 15 cents an hour worth of electricity. Thanks, parents. You're a peach. They won't want me to pay for it. I've offered. And you know what? The way I look at it is I'm making 3, let's say dollar rate flux, right? Flux could hit $1,000, it could hit $2,000, right? My flux right now, if it was $1, I'm making 35 cents a day, right? But let's say it hits 10 cents or $10. I'm making $3.50 a day. That covers my electricity. So, what's up, Smokey Dan? And I mean, Raven to me, no matter if I have 100 GPUs or 1,000 GPUs or, you know, a crap ton of GPUs, I'm always going to still have a rig or two on Raven. And some people will say, you're nuts. But it was my first coin that I mined, other than, having it on, other than having my 1660 Ti on Cryptex or Hive or something like that where it, auto profits. It's something about the coin that just, I have a feeling. I mean, when I first started mining with my 1660 Ti, I was making a good amount of coins. Like, I was making like 20-some coins a day. Exactly. And the way they're talking about Flux and hyping it up, from all the people I've been watching, it sounds like it's going to be bigger and badder than ETH. So, what's to say next bull run ETH Flux doesn't hit 10k per? It would really ruin the economy because, Mr. Panda over here would sell his bag for if he has a node running for 1.25 million bucks, which would definitely affect the economy. But, it is what it is. And, I would really like to see Raven 10x. I mean, realistically, Raven just has to do one thing. Like, I'm surprised Raven doesn't do something with, like, some wildlife, like, bird sanctuary people. Like, because that would make it a coin that would make sense. Like, Raven? crows, something to do with birds or something. Because then that would give the coin a project. It would give it a reasoning, which would make people actually use it. So, and they always said Flux will mostly be able to be ran off of 3 gig forever, from what I've heard. That information could be misinformation, but from what I've heard, which is great for me with my, what I'm gonna call the cheap rig. But I'm probably gonna be looking into some more efficient cards when I make when something happens. Like right now is not the time. Now is the time to be buying hardware, but not so much trying to buy cheap hardware, because people are still trying to get a fair amount out of their 30 series cards and stuff like that, to where it for me, it's like I've said before, why spend $800 on a card when I could buy cards for $60, $100, right? The efficiency may not be there, but if that one expensive card just goes boom, breaks, something happens to it, what do I do? It's not, if a card's dead, a card's dead. I think it's because Red, when ETH and ETH Classic, when ETH died, everyone went to ETH Classic. When everyone went to ETH Classic, people started going on to altcoins. Raven was a quite profitable coin before ETH. Well, ETH was still a thing. It was still profitable. So I think a lot of people went to it, and on Hive, it's free if you're on different rigs for so many rigs. So I would assume that people started going onto this rig too much, and then Hive OS was like, no, we want a part of this deal, and said, well, wait, with our billing information, now we can make a pool for this, and guess what? People can't use other people's pools, which makes us more money. That's what I would assume, which my assumption is probably correct, because people like making money. People are like, Mr. Krabs, I like money. Panda. Instead of Panda, it should be Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs YouTube. Frig. I like money. Rud, before the ETH merge, it was way more profitable. So a lot of people, when the ETH merge happened, people either went to Ethereum Classic or Raven, which that's what drove down my reward. And in the long run, it affected that. But a lot of, it was before the ETH merge? I don't know. A lot of people like Raven. A lot of people talk shit about it, but hey, it's a coin just like any other coin. It's gonna have its quirks, it's gonna have its problems, but with anything, you're gonna have problems and hassle. It's the world. If you don't got problems in life, something's going to go wrong. But maybe they were planning for it beforehand? That could be a possible fact, too. And just preparation for it. But who knows what's going to happen? Now, do you think, Rud, and everyone here, do you think there will ever be a coin that can only be mined on certain GPUs? Like, hey, you can't mine this coin without this GPU. I know there would probably be a lot of workarounds around it, like re-biosing your GPU or something. But do you think there would ever be a coin that you would need a certain GPU to mine? Almost like an ASIC? Like, hey, you know, your GPU can still mine every other coin, but there's a coin algorithm that you can only use a certain GPU to mine. Like, hey, you need a 4080 to mine this coin. You can't mine it with a 4090. Can't mine it with a 4070 Ti. Only a 4080. No? I still think there should be a misfit coin made that we can mine. And it goes to and all the profits go to like in-community support and shit. Hedge fund by yours truly, Chum Change XD, and Panda. Oh, hi, Panda. Your ears must have been scratching. Hey, that'd be kind of nice. Your ears must have been scratching. We were talking about you being a part of a misfit coin. Just looking at my only... This is my rig right here, Panda, that I'm running on Flux. It's not a bad rig, but these the two bottom GPUs are small GPUs, like they're the mini ones. And I'm running them all on a 12 GPU frame, so I need 3 more GPUs. Is that from rubbing them on a tree when you're climbing them? Yeah, this is my Flux here. It's not a bad amount of hash rate, but hey, could be better. And then I have Raven rig here with with a 3070 Ti, which I'm mining while streaming. I love a newer card. I used to have a 1660 in my gaming rig. The polite word is hell. So Christmas I got paid some money from work and I bought a 3070 Ti and a 1000-watt power supply. It was one of the best purchases I ever made for my gaming computer. Other than a SSD, which I needed, and I need another one. But hey, we're getting close. And I actually found, and you're in Canada too, Panda, so this may be appealing to you. There's a company on Amazon that actually makes a breakout board for server power supplies. It's like 36 bucks Canadian shipped, but it comes with it actually comes with 16 gauge cables. Two, three. I think come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it comes with 10 cables. That's what I ordered for my HP 750 watt server power supply. And I've only been running it for 2 days, and I haven't had any issues with it yet. So I'll have to start Amazon list of stuff I use. I have a wish list, but I'll have to make a area of stuff I actually use. You might as well get, what I should do is get Panda and send him a UPS coat. Or FedEx one. I think like Panda would look good in a FedEx coat. Nice, I can do this again. But the game I'm actually playing, Panda, is actually you can actually mine real crypto and get paid out in Bitcoin and stuff. I'm mining their currency, which is used on the site to buy like more miners and stuff like that. But you can actually like mine online and it takes no power. So people that got like $1 a kilowatt power, I don't even know if there is a place, but that'll probably be us soon, Panda. Yeah, we're gonna up your power rate to $1 a kilowatt. Welcome to Canada. That's a good one, Smokey. Smokey Dan. Instead of the Polar Express, it's the Panda Express. Frank. No, please. But my kind of first mining card that I ever used for mining was a Zotac 1660 Ti. Panda probably knows that card, because I'm pretty sure he used a lot of 1660s in his time. And probably 500 and 400 cards. Mother trucker, why do we keep pressing that button? But I'm hoping to maybe get some flags and stuff. I tried to send Crypty a email there, so they're a day or two ago, and then I didn't get a response, so I just kind of replied on their page type of thing. Be just kind of cool to get some flags maybe done up and send them to a couple guys like Panda and maybe Chump and stuff like that. So Panda, here's a good question for you. If you had to choose, let's say you were just starting out in crypto, would you rather stayed as a realtor during COVID, Or would you rather have stayed doing crypto? This is a Panda question. Because I'm pretty sure you were in, like, the real estate market. Like a real estate thing. I heard in one of your videos. And I knew real estate in Canada was pretty spicy during COVID. You don't have to answer it, Panda, but I just thought I would ask. So what would have you rather done during COVID? Real estate or crypto? Like if you were just starting out. Or do you still do some real estate? Both? Hey, you know, one pays for the other, right? Because I know here where I am, like during COVID, like everyone was moving from like the major, like the capital to me. Like I'm on the East Coast, and like like it was real estate made me war. Yeah. Hey, you gotta do stuff to fund other projects. Just don't do FTX bullshit. That was stupid. Yeah, like me. I I don't know how long I was talking about, but I always wanted to build a rig. So one day I was on Facebook Marketplace. Worst idea. And I found this GPU. I was like, okay, maybe, I got some extra cash, blah blah blah. So I got it. And then I found another one that was cheap. So I bought it. And I was like, wow. And my computer did not like running two different brands of cards. So I was like, okay, rip you out. And I'm like, well, now that I have two GPUs, I can't fit both into my computer. So I'm like, okay, time to build a rig. So I had to borrow some money from family, and I paid them back as soon as I could. So that's how I built my first rig, which is the one that I had to buy a power supply from. And then when I got my 3070, I was like, well, this thing's going to put out a lot of heat. It ain't going to be able to put up. So I actually, before I even bought it, I actually ordered the parts to build another rig. So I had and, before I knew it, I had an NVIDIA rig. Well, that NVIDIA rig motherboard had to be used on short notice for the main rig because its motherboard decided just one night to randomly go kaput. So that's where I'm at. A day in the life of a miner. It's always going to be interesting. I mean, I think Panda should be on that, you know. Man. I'm surprised there isn't an OnlyFans coin. Instead of being rude and asking him for his bathwater, just make an OnlyFans account. Dang. People pay like $5,000 to see a picture of his face, if not a couple 100,000. Let's be honest here. Couple 100,000 meow coin and there you go. Panda, did you ever touch into like doing like CPU mining, like actually building like rigs for CPU mining, or did you just use your computers? Alright, now I'm interested. What the heck? There is actually a coin. It's called just only. Huh? I don't think it's the same thing, but that's kind of funny. I was actually, like, speaking of computers and stuff, I was watching a video today, and it was a computer build. I think it was by a Taiwanese, maybe, like, person, and they had a computer with, get this, 4 4090s in it that they water cooled. They had an exterior cooling radiator with like 9 fans. It was it was a Threadripper 5995X, I think. And I'm like, the amount of stuff that could do. I'm like, could you imagine the coins you could mine on that at once? I think they said it was like 26,000 or something. I wouldn't blame it. Like, it was 100% overkill. Who would ever need it is a psycho. But, hey, psychos are sometimes fun. Yeah, 4 4090s. 4. Little bit crazy? Yes. I think they had a 2,000 watt power supply, and I'm like, isn't that a little bit underpowered? But I guess if you're water cooling, it's not as bad. I think I would too there, Smokey Dan. I think you could quadruple mine on that. Frig. I forget. I think the title said it was like 26 grand. If you want, I could try to pull up the video. Because it was nuts. Like, I was like, who would ever need that? And I was like, oh wait, me. If I didn't have to pay for it, I'd say, yep. This is my address, sorry. Yeah, yeah, I recently moved. Or I'd ship it to Panda. But I know Panda would probably... No offense, Panda. No offense to Panda, but he would probably try to overclock the crap out of him and say, ooh, how much can we push this thing? No disrespect to Panda or anything, but... I mean... When you have 4 4090s in one case, I mean... How could you not just try to push the limits a bit? Oh my goodness. Okay, there's that. Okay, there's that. Okay. I'm definitely not going to get this. Okay, there's that. Oh, dang it. Actually, I am going to get it. Nice. Here's the thing, Smokey Dan. If you live in a warm climate, but if you live in Canada and you got minus 43 weather, just take some copper pipe, put it about 6 inches under your lawn, and you just have a giant-ass wellhead that just keeps circulating the water. And then you just heat the pipe up enough, just a couple degrees above zero, so the pipe don't freeze, right? And then you just have that circulate into your rigs. That is how you can cool. Because even in Canada, during the winter, like, the ground can, even in the summer in Canada, the ground can still be quite cool. And also, if you have a pond in your yard that's deep, just shove some pipes in a pond. I mean, it's not going to do harm to the fish. You'd obviously have to use a certain type of pipe, but use a pipe in a pond, and even in the summer, your pond won't get too hot. If it's deep enough. Like, I'm talking like probably 15 to 20 feet deep. Now, in the wintertime, you probably would want to be careful of that. But that's when you could use your above ground, or your just beneath your lawn. So, I mean, there is ways to do it. It'd be very, very expensive. But, if you're experimenting, like, that's what I'd like to do. I'd love to custom water cool a rig just to, like, do some dumb crap. Ooh, that's pretty good. How many days do I got left to do this? 12 days? Dang, I can definitely get that in 12 days. Put on the rig. Do. Yeah. And it also depends on, like, your location, too. Like, if you're close to, like, water and stuff, I mean, obviously, if you're near a lake, and you got nothing to do, and you're just bored, I'm sure you could, and if the lake is deep enough, like, if there's a straight drop-off, I'm sure you could do some diving, and build something underneath the lake to cool your rigs. Like, just... oh, yeah, I'm going diving. Yeah, I know that, but they're a little bit more pricey. Those I just find cheaper. I am going to upgrade eventually, though. But, just your neighbor would be like, hey, why do you keep diving for the last 2 months straight? No, nothing. Why do you been carrying large pipes in your yard a lot? I am concerned. Don't worry about it. And then just one day you bring them into your house. And then you say, so you know last summer how I was just diving underneath the water every day? This is what I was doing. And your neighbor just says, what are you trying to do? Buy used. That's what I do. Never buy new. I forget where that comes from, but I always buy used. I always come in here and just say, what's price low? And I make sure never to buy the things with the stars. I'm always good with that, Smokey. Like, I actually have one of these, so, I mean, that's 2.7. Oh, is that a tier 2? Because if that's a tier 2, that would be awesome. I think that's a tier 1. Which, is that this one I have a tier 1? No, it's a tier 2. Dang it. Yeah, like, this is currently my setup. I actually want to get this eventually, and then... I even have this, I won this, I got this, because it was cheap. These things have been cheaper than heck. Like, these things are normally... let's go here, let's go to miners. Yeah, look. 110 RLT, but it's only that much. It's probably because people are trying to buy these. But, like, realistically... miners. Price low to high. I mean... Oh, shoot. Actually, just date new to old. Like, realistically, I'd buy that. If I had 20 bucks. And... Oh, that's what that is there. Okay. Actually, do I have the stuff to do it? Because if I did, I could maybe buy it. Actually, I don't. I don't even have the things there. But yeah. Yeah, after I do one more game and I get the games that I normally do leveled up, maybe we'll do that, watch that video. Because, I mean, it was cool. Like, don't catch me wrong. It was really cool. But, yeah, I mean, 26,000 bucks, I'm like, you know what I could do with $26,000? I could build a couple mining rigs right now that make good money. I could not maybe even buy a car. I'm like... No, I actually play the games. I play the games to get hash rate. And I also... what I mostly do is I play the games to win the events. If that makes sense. So, like... There's always those events where it's like, hey, you know, if you play a game and get a level, you win this. That's why I only play the games I know that I can kind of knock out really quickly. And then that gives me miners. And then sometimes, like, hey, if I'm really just trying to get an upgrade done, I will sometimes buy the miner. Really depends on how much it is. I will sometimes buy the miner, depending on the price. Like, hey, if I'm one short in the... Like, last night, I needed one S1 to get the purple tier. I'm like... And I had everything else. And I was like, you know what? It's next to nothing. It was like 0.0. It was 0.01 or something. I'm like, is that 0.01 really gonna make a difference? I was like, nah, I'm just gonna buy it. So I just bought the miner so I could get it upgraded. Because then it's also less shelf room and more efficient. 26. Yup. I could also go to Australia. I could go meet Chump Change. I could probably buy a tub of Panda's bathwater. But, like, I mean, it had to be for some video editing company or some, like, multimedia company to be spending that sort of money on a computer. Like, it's not just going to be the average Joe that says, hey, I'm going to spend $26,000 on a computer. Because if so, I would question your mental health first before accepting your credit card. I'm like, have you gone to the doctor lately? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. You do realize you're talking a car and a computer. Yep. Okay, just making sure. Or make sure this card isn't stolen. Because, as my grandfather would tell me, and he's a wise man, ain't my $26,000. Oh, you meant like actual money on miners. Because that's different. I only put in, when I first started the game, I put in like 10 bucks. Like, I think I bought 7 RLT just to kind of get a little bit of a head start. But that's all. So yeah, like up here, this is what I'm going after. Like this is I try to focus hard on the events, but I only do the games that I do. Like for example, I sometimes do crypto, the one where you shoot the ball at the blocks. And then there's a couple other I do. I do the like what's it called? I know the name of it. Just give me a second. Brain cell no function. Power.exe stopped working. The 2048 game, and then I play the matching game. There we go. Let's just call it the matching game. And then I do some other things here and there. But my big thing, though, is when oh, shoot. Fudge! Yeah. Oh, you do the Easy Blaster? I do, sometimes I'll do Easy Blaster, depending on my mood. Like, I find sometimes that game gets hard after so many levels, so sometimes I'll do certain games up to a certain level, and then I'll say, okay, lost cause, next thing. Oh, yeah. So, get this. So, I'm right now streaming on my computer. I'm also mining on my GPU. So, yeah. You're alright, 3070 Ti. Listen, I didn't buy my 3070 to kill it in a month, but I also bought my 3070 so I could actually do more shit. Like, my 1660 Ti could not run my 30-inch TV and my two 24-inch monitors. Fudge. So, I was like, I need my TV. So, I bought a 3070 Ti, and I'm like, oh, wait. I need a new power supply, because mine's only like a 650 watt, and that will just say nope. I was on a 1660 Ti, Super, or just a normal. My next rig I'm probably gonna build is, I have some of the card on my wish list. I'm probably gonna do a 1660 with 20 series rig, and then go from there. Because eventually, like, even this 400 and 500 rig, I'd like to split it up so I can actually buy more of the 8 gigs and more of the 4 gig cards. So in order to do that, I need 6 4 gig RX 400 500 cards and 9 8 gig. But you know what? If I get the RX 400 and 500 rig done and I don't buy any more of them, hey, I wouldn't be so upset because at least it's done. And I'm hoping to get a big table soon that everything's going to be on the same level. So instead of my internet router being on the floor, it's going to be up on the desk. All my monitors will be on the desk. My rigs will actually be beside me on the desk. My server will be underneath of me, and there'll be like 45 amps going to the table. There'll be two 15 amp circuits, or three 15 amp circuits going to the table. One I'm going to have to pull out my hallway, like the hallway, because I only got 2 circuits in my room. Yeah. I mean, I have a Amazon wish list of just some stuff I'd like to eventually, like, get. I just have it on a wish list because there has been people that have asked it, you know, hey, can I help you, you know, and then they just said this, oh, my card doesn't work, and I'm like, or PayPal doesn't work, and I just built a wish list and just put in my description. I never say anything about it, usually. I usually say, bring it up once a stream or something. When we get on the topic of buying parts and stuff. Actually, let's see what's up for GPUs right now. Alright, let's see what we got. MSI Armor. MSI Armor RX. I didn't say that, I wanted MSI. From China? These are my favorite cards. Wait, they make a 6600 in this? Ooh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I like these cards. I find they actually do quite a good at efficiency. Like, I'm a flat boy fan. Okay. I find just the MSI armors, they can take a little bit more abuse, in a way. I also have an MSI gaming. Like, so, the bottom of my rack, like, I have 2 layers of 6. Well, technically a layer of 6 and then a layer of 3 for now. But eventually it'll be a layer of 6 and a layer of 6. But currently, on the bottom, it's all MSI armor cards. There's 3 8 gigs, 3 4 gigs. And then on the top, it's all 4 gigs, 1 MSI armor, 1 XFX mini card, and then Asus kind of mini card. Okay. Huh, I never even thought about using, like buying one of those 710 GPUs as a display card. I mean, okay. Just here, B75 mining. This is actually one of the boards I actually need to buy. I need to buy one of these types of boards. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, okay. That's a 12 GPU. Ooh, okay, okay. Oh, it's 136. Oh, but that thing will be here in 10 days. Damn, okay. I don't really need to talk them. I don't really like that fan, but I guess I could rip the fan off together. But this thing comes with the display on it. That's why I like it. Oh, wait. Does this... Oh, oh, wait a minute. Uh-huh. Does it ship? Okay. So that I wonder how much that would be. So 44 plus 20, that's 64. 74. Yeah, I'm better off spending a little bit of extra on getting the RAM and everything. I never even thought about that, yeah. But I always try to find it with, like, a CPU or something like that, to where it makes a little bit more sense when buying it. Okay, wait a minute. Now there's something. Cooling fan. Okay, that is... Okay. And it does have a Ooh, okay. Oh, when would that be here? March 10th to May 1st? But it is a good deal, though. Okay, I'm actually going to add that to the cart, because that actually may be an option. That actually may be an option. Because that isn't a bad price. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's not 12 GPU. Make sure that is 12 GPU. Yeah, that is. Okay, good. That's... Oh, this 5. Okay. I don't need 5. But, now I know some people are going to be like, whoa, why are you ordering? Okay, now here's maybe the one I'll actually order. Because it's actually got a black... Does not ship. Flipperty dipperty shit. Because I do need to order something. I don't know how much. I'm just gonna check something quickly, chat. I'm just gonna do the beer. Actually, why don't I just do that for just a second? And I'll actually just download that. Just so people see. I just want to check something. I just want to see if that's actually how much it'd be. Shipped. We'll save for later. What is that? 87? I just don't really like the shipping time on that thing. That's my only thing. But anything from China, it's gonna be a while, though, but... I just prefer it to not be possibly May. I mean, the worst case scenario is I get it and then I frickin' refund my money back. There we go. Now there's a something. Now, I did not say anything about that, chat. You know, get my money back. Boom, baby. Because I can just do it through my bank. Now, I did not say I would do that, but, you know, GPU mining isn't... Okay, wait a minute. Here's something. There's a possible thing. Monday the March 13th. I've only got what I need, and I don't even need thermal grease. I mean, I'm still talking about a month. I'm gonna add to cart too. I mean, I'm only looking at these just to see what I'm looking at to get one. Because I may order one today. Because, you know, as I said, once it gets here, I could maybe just get my money back, and then I guess if I look at it that way, I mean, I'm not saying I am gonna do that, though, but when you're a small miner, I mean, anything kind of helps. Plus, you know, company, they're probably all from the same company, I'd imagine. Would be my assumption. Alright, well, I'm gonna probably order one of those either way, so. You know what time it is, though, chat? It's time to look up HP server power supplies. HP 750 watt. There we go. Let's see, is there any ones here? Yeah. Now this company has a lot of 10 of them here. It's free shipping in the States. Okay, if you're looking for them, you know, hey, maybe something for you to look at. Oh, wait a minute. What you Jabu? I may have to order that too. Oh, there's 3 available? And it's gonna be $53 for one, though. I may be able to see if I could get a bulk deal on that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna contact the seller and say, hey, if I buy all 3, would you give me a good deal? Because if I could get all 3, if I could get all 3, if I could get them for like $10 each, boom, baby. That's what I will do. Plus, then I have another 20-some hundred watts of power. That'd be nice. The one I actually got, I actually would recommend the company. Don't know if they still have any. But they were out, I think it was called Lake Michigan Computer. I had a great experience. They shipped it fast. I think it was within 2 weeks. I think I had it in my hand, so. Oh, and also, you were also looking at, these were the things I was getting. Right here. That is the packet that I'm using. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's why, I mean, I would support Parallel Miner. But the thing is, it's like $55 just to ship it to me. And I'm like, and it's not like I don't want their product. It's great, but I'd rather buy something in my area because, like, that thing in Canada, right? If I can just buy all 3 for like 10, $15 each, right? That's a way better deal. So I'd way rather do that than, you know. Oh wait, I forgot about that. Damn. I was actually looking at this, thinking about it. That was actually something I was looking at buying. Mining rigs. Let's see, what is there right now? But I would like to try some Chinese GPUs. I don't know if anyone else has tried them before. Like, actually order like a some. Ooh. Chomp, Sue. I can't wait to see the video when if Panda does that the rig, the 19 GPU rig. That'd be awesome. There was actually someone sell. It was Panda that was looking for them. I seen him trying to buy some of these before, like some P. Oh, I know why. Because he needs them for the 19 GPU rig. Probably to run it on a motherboard. But there's somebody actually in Canada selling boxes of them. Like box of 10, box of 50, box of 100, I think. There may have been a box of 25, maybe. I don't know. Wait a minute. Does this come with the GPUs? This comes... No, it doesn't, fam. I was gonna say, that comes with the GPUs. I will buy. Like this. This makes no sense. Though they want 4,000 bucks a cart. That makes no deal. That makes no sense. I use them just seeing the vids. Yeah, I think Panda also got a couple of them. I think he got a 3070M and a 3060M. But I'm talking like... But yeah, I would like to just try some different GPUs. Because I've seen like 20 some series GPUs and stuff like that. Because it's not that I don't want to buy it right from NVIDIA, but the thing though is like, hey, when you're starting out, you gotta find ways to try to make a buck the cheapest way possible. If you can buy a GPU for 10 bucks cheaper, that's gonna ROI quicker. Now I'm not, you know, you shouldn't be talking about ROI, but in theory, it will profit more for less. Because that other 10 bucks, you could spend more on more cards. Like, think if you're buying batches of 12 GPUs for, let's say it's 240 instead of, you know, 260. Think of the amount of like every 12 GPUs, you can get one pretty much for free. It's like buy 12, get one. Like, that's better. I definitely want to look into some Zotac. UTI. There's the GPU I had. That was my first mining GPU. Not that exact card, but that exact model. Wait a minute. Okay, what's broken on this? Cannot be tested. Wait a minute. Okay, so it's... Oh, Ontario, California. So what you're telling me is this thing could work, and I could actually have a GPU for cheap? Add to watch list. I will watch these because... Now, those I may be interested in. Yeah, but it can't be tested, that's why. The GPUs can't be tested, so those GPUs could be just perfectly fine. They're definitely going to go for more. That's the only reason. If they're broken, I just can't get my money back, but... Doesn't mean I can't get it back from my bank. But... look at... What's the card that everyone used on Flux? Wasn't it 2070 Ti's or something that was gone on Flux? Of all GPUs? It's funny. I've had a 30 series and a 16 series. I never had a 20 series. And I didn't have a 10 series. Yeah. But still, hey. If there's 2070 or 2080, yeah. That's what I thought. But what I'm saying though is hey, if they are actually gonna be that price, like let's say they go for $10 each, which they're not. They're gonna go for way more. But let's say they go for like 25 or $30 each. You know, the parts I could give to somebody, like... Oh, I should check my email. Make sure the bank didn't want... Because they said, you need to check your email in case we have questions about your refund. But, okay, cool. I would love to be able to get more GPUs. Like, RX 470. Let's just look up some. If I could get an RX, a couple 470s, like, I just need 3 more RX 400 or 500 cards. Like, preferably either, this is the other type I have. This is one type. Like, I would prefer either something like this or this. Preferably. But I really don't give a shit. Well, how do I put this way? I had my 1660 cranked to 100% fans, and it's still quieter than my freaking, all my damn 500 series cards. My 500 and 400 series cards is like white noise to me when I sleep. I actually slept better hearing them run than when they didn't run, because I knew I was losing money. I know that sounds stupid, but it was like white noise. Like when half the machine ran, it wasn't loud, so I couldn't sleep. But last night when I had it all run, I was like, like that. It was awesome. But the 16s series, like I could run it in my room, no noise. And everybody that says those power supplies, these HP servers, oh my goodness, I am so appreciative because I think my rigs from now on are probably gonna be built off of the motherboard will be ran with ATX. An ATX, I'll probably run one GPU, one riser, motherboard off ATX power supply. So that gives me a chance to buy like 400 watt power supplies, and it's overkill. And then I'll probably run 2 to 3 power supplies depending on the rig. So realistically, if I want to, I could probably start taking off some of the load off these other ones. But with my RX 400, 500 rig, I should, if by my math, I should have enough. Yes, I'm on 120 volt. That's why I like the 750 watts, because you can actually push a full 750 watt out of them, is what people told me. But I have access to 240 volt, which is why I want them, because like in the wintertime, let's say I need heat, right? I can bring home a couple of my quiet rigs, put them around the house, and then, you know, the peat will supplement the cost to heat, like the actual heating cost, because we have heat pumps, so either way we're paying electric. But if I can move, and then in the summertime I'm hoping to run these on 240. So there is a point to buy 1200 watts, but there's no point for me to go spend 1200 watt because I'm not going to get the same efficiency. Like actually, let's just look here for craps and giggles. 100 watt. And they also say they're a lot louder. They say these are a lot freaking louder when you run them on 110 or 120 volt. But I will add that one to the cart because that's actually a pretty interesting. Now, it's, for me, like, I understand, like, hey, but I'd rather have them be, not saying that this rig's quiet, by no means, it's not, but I'd rather have everything the same. So, like, what I was thinking is if I have the money, these are free shipping, like, it's $100 for 10 HP servers. If I have, like, $250, $300, I'm probably going to buy 2 of these, ship them to my grandparents, and then they'll bring them home for me. Depending on if I have the money. I may even borrow the money to do that. Because to me, that'd be like 10, 15,000 watts of power. That would power quite a few rigs. Even if I need to wait a year or two to use up that power, I'd way rather have that. Now, this would be something I'd like to see Chump maybe build. And I want to try to talk to him about it. Because I would like to see if it's possible to 3D print something using these that you can slide, that mounts to an open frame, but you can slide your server power supplies in and then you can power the back. If that makes sense. But if that makes sense, like build something to where you could have a slide on your rack, so like you could put 3 of these high. There you go, and then all your cables are neatly there. Because that's my thing. Like the way I have my power supplies, it's like an ATX barely fit the server power supply. Motherboard, ATX. But if you had something like this where you can have one side of your servers and then one side for your ATX, you know, that'd be my way of building rigs. But, we'll just have to see what happens. I mean, it's either going to be a motherboard or those power supplies, so. But I'm hoping if I can even get those power supplies for like $40 or something for all 3 of them, hey, I consider that a good deal and I will buy them. Just hope soon enough that maybe one day, and I'm hoping maybe tomorrow to release a short or something, maybe. Because if I could release a short or something, that may get me a little bit more of a... How do I say this in front of it? More publicity. And maybe starting out, maybe having a... Maybe having... like some shorts may help better. What I should do is narrow the search to Surrey, BC. See what Panda's selling. But I don't think Panda sells very much. I think he's more of a... what they would call a... more of a collector of sorts. But, we'll probably do this game, and if anybody has any more questions, then we'll chat about it, and then I'll probably end off the stream for the night, and then I'll probably go eat supper or something, and then probably... I might hang out in the Misfit Discord for a bit, if anyone's around that wants to chat. Does anyone have any more questions, or... Thanks, Red, and thanks, Panda, earlier for jumping in. Thank you to Gaming with Smokey Dan. I really appreciate the community supporting small people like me. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming out today. Probably going to be doing a stream tomorrow.